So the other day, I got a visit, from a specter of the past, something that I hadn't had to deal with in quite a while. A guy who I actually hate talking about on the show. It's a goon from the show, and I try everything in my power, never, ever, ever to bring this person up, interact with them, do episodes about them. Nothing. Complete blackout, cut out, shut out. I get this random tweet, okay, in my notifications. Some guy, never heard of him. He's a dude from the Fishtank community, okay? Now, you might remember when the Fishtank stuff started up, I don't know, when was that? Last year, year before? I don't know. When the Fishtank stuff started up, I was in all those Twitter spaces with all the Fishtank people talking. Oh, my gosh. It was this whole thing. I got ingratiated into this Fishtank community, right? This guy, I don't know, I guess it was like a leftover from being a part of all of that over a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever that was now. They always use the hashtag Fishtank hashtag. And he's that hashtag, I know he's a Fishtank guy because he's using the hashtag. And he says in his tweet that I've been going around telling people not to reveal that a certain account on Twitter, and I'm not going to say the name of the account because, again, I don't like to give this guy any sunshine, but a certain account on Twitter, I've been telling people, don't reveal that this guy is legitimately a registered sex offender. Okay. Anyway, I didn't even mean to play that. This isn't even a normal episode of the show. Sorry about that. That's going to be a little strange. Anyway, I did not mean to hit that. Anyway, so this sex offender, okay? You excited now? Sex offender. Ooh. Sounds exciting. Oh, boy. Okay, so this might fuck up everything now that I accidentally pressed that. Ooh, buddy. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, and we just want to make sure the cameras are working now. Oh, boy. Yikes. I think I broke the cameras by doing that. We were not ready. Hello? Anybody out there? Are we live? Okay. Yay. We're back. I think we're back. All right. Anyway. Okay. So what was I saying? All right. So this guy, he tags me, right? And he says that I've been telling people not to reveal that this guy's a sex offender. Now, the strange thing about that is, this dude that he's talking about is a guy that not only did I reveal that this guy's a sex offender to the internet at large, not only did I have him arrested for his crimes against children, not only was I instrumental in there being a law written about this guy particularly in order to arrest him for the crimes he committed against children. Not only that, but I'm the one who told the Fishtank community, hey, Fishtank guys, you probably want to block this Twitter account because this guy is Robert Robinson, a known predator, an actual sex offender on the registry in Maine, one of the most vile creatures I've ever known. So a little odd to claim that I wouldn't want people to know about this. I'm the one that told them. This guy could have only known because of me. Nobody knew but me. Now, again, this is why I don't want to give out his Twitter handle. Why don't I want to talk about him? Because I don't talk about him on the show because he likes it too much. He gets off on the attention. So, Jesse, why are you doing a show about him now? Well, I'll explain. Here's what happens. So then I'm going through, I'm getting tagged by other people. I start getting DM'd by other people. And there's this horrific, vile thing when it comes to Robert Robinson, the actual anime pedophile, hair-loving sex offender. This guy sits all day laying around on the floor, rolling around like a little carpet bug, okay? He's got no furniture. He rolls around on his Section 8 housing that the government gives him for free. And they give it to him, by the way, because he so kindly raped a 13-year-old. I'm sorry, I meant raped. He unalived her virginity. He sewer slided her virginity. He gave her virginity AIDS. So the point I'm making here is this guy, he does nothing all day except make fake accounts and talk to himself. And the longer he goes without any interaction from actual people, instead of the voices in his own head and the fake boogeyman accounts he makes to talk to himself, the longer he goes with that and no real world outside interaction, the more he starts thinking about PodAwful again. And the more he tries to make something happen. This has been going on for years now. If you are in our Discord, you know I literally locked the thread on this guy. I said, we don't even talk about him anymore. Everything is him trying. It's an attempt. It's an attempt to get noticed by me because I'm the only guy willing to give him even a little bit of airtime. And when the entire world treats you like you are less than slime, and he is less than slime, but when the entire world treats you that way, and when nobody, including the people in your own life, your parents, your sister, your former friends, when none of them will give you the time of day, you'll take anything you can get. And the only thing he can get is PodAwful. So for several years now, I haven't given him that. I know that a fate worse than death for Robert Robinson is going unnoticed. And so far, it's been working pretty well. But what makes today different? Well, I'm looking at all these DMs. I'm looking at my messages. I'm looking at the notifications. I'm going through these profiles and I'm going, wait a second. Are these Robert sock puppets? Is this guy trying to fleece me again? And the second, here's the thing. If you even smell a whiff of Robinson in the air, then the likelihood is every single person surrounding that is also Robert Robinson. It's unavoidable. So I said, fuck it. I'm not getting into this. I had already replied to the first guy, and I went, fuck, this is probably him. And then I just dropped out. I dropped out and I stopped paying attention. Well, then a guy DMs me, and I go, I think this guy is legit. I don't think this is him. And he sends me a screenshot, and the screenshot is a DM that he supposedly received. And this guy said, the reason they're calling you out and saying that you're telling people not to talk about him is this right here. Now, this DM he received was from an account that legitimately had the V for Vendetta mask as its profile, which there's some visually striking similarities of the Vox Populi. If I was more Chinese, if I looked like Wang, I would look basically exactly like the V for Vendetta mask, I suppose. But anyway, it's not me, but this guy is claiming to be some sort of pred hunter. And in his DMs, he's asking the people, hey, stop talking about this guy. Not because the guy gets off on it, but because he's property of PodAwful. Now, this is a thing I would never, ever say. No one I know, no one on behalf of the show, none of the henchmen would start claiming this either. They're certainly not going to do it without asking me first. So I was pretty sure that this was all a troll job. That account almost certainly was Robert Robinson. Yeah, Robert is a vintage goon, they say in the chat room. But truly, this is an old goon. Again, we got him thrown in jail years ago now. This was back in 2019, I think. We got him thrown in jail. We worked with some people in Maine. They got a new law written about, legitimately. He would go around secretly taking photos of underage girls with his phone. I guess it wasn't so secret because one guy, this roided out, insane meathead dad, who was awesome, by the way. I'm not saying any of those is a negative. This ruled. This dude jacked up on fucking steroids and whatever else, HGH, probably some other sort of growth hormone, bovine growth hormone. This dude saw Robert take a picture of his daughter and was like, oh, this is not happening. And legally, there was nothing he could do about it. He contacted me. We got it done. They made the Robert Robinson law in Maine just so they could arrest Robert Robinson. An overreach of justice? Yes. Good? Yes. So anyway, I'm ignoring the situation because now I'm fully convinced these are all Robert Robinson guys. And then I get sent some new information. And the new information is this video right here, okay? And this was sent to me by a trusted guy. This is a video. This is by a group called PPLongIsland. And I guess it's a bunch of guys who stretch out their dongs or something. Let's take a look at this. Oh, wait. You can't see it. There we go.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Douglas King Jr.
Fuck you.
Oh, what do you mean fuck me? Come on now.
Dude.
Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. I'm not
Oh.
here to, I'm not here to do anything like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Robinson. By the way, this guy must be very tiny. The catcher here must be very tiny. We got a pitcher. We got a catcher. The catcher must be very tiny because Robert Robinson is like 4'11". Now, why am I willing to do this episode now? Because Robert doesn't want you to see this. Because Robert's life is unraveling. Robert maintains, despite 3 charges against him for raping a minor, despite multiple child pornography charges against him in 2019, despite a law being made specifically for him to stop him from taking photos of underage girls, he's claimed this entire time he is not in any way a pedo. Well, what happened here? How come this guy show up? What happened? So I see this, I go, wait a second. I start checking dates. I start checking times. The people tweeting to me, they were tweeting while this was going on. There was no way Robert was in the middle of a bust when some of these tweets were going on. So I realized, oh, no. Robert's actually going through hell right now. So to the Fishtank community, allow me to say, talk about this guy all you want. Just make sure you show this. This is what he doesn't want you to see. Ladies and gentlemen, this fish has been caught. I want to go over the entire catch video here, but Robert has also released his side of the story when it comes to all of this. And there's an interesting part in all of this that I didn't see coming. He released a 43-minute his side of the story, audio only, on YouTube. And in it, he says this.
So, in my mind, I was either going to be hanging out with Kat or murdering Jesse Powell Stroud.
Well, you know, this means war.
Set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Okay, so this episode is, of course, Pizza Fund only, as all of our World War Web episodes are. Join the Pizza Fund, PodAwful.pizza, and you can watch the full version of this where we're going to go over the entire catch. We're going to go over the best parts of his response and also Robert's pathetic attempt to set up ahead of time his own innocence so he could go meet up with a teenage girl. I'll show you a little bit more of the video before we go, though.
That. Please have a conversation.
Not here.
We're recording for safety.
You fucking.
You fucking YouTube. He hates YouTubers. I wonder why.
Please have a conversation.
Look at him. Look, ooh, he sees the camera. And it's in this moment when he sees this, he's actually seeing me there. There's a part of him that knows that this moment right here is going to happen.
We're recording for safety.
You fucking.
We're recording for safety. But I do want to talk about these things, if that's all right.
You fucking assholes.
And I can't stress this enough. Robert Robinson is under 5 feet tall. I believe, by the way, I do have a theory that a lot of pedos are just short. Okay. Now, this doesn't excuse anything, obviously, but I do feel like there's something about when you hit manlet size, you look at a little girl and you're like, I guess that's the one for me. We're the same. You and I, we're the same. You're the height I am the height you am. We're kind of the same, so this is probably fine.
I just want to talk to you about it, you know?
She was.
Seriously, start thinking about all the paranormal guys out there and how many of them are over 5'8", which is, of course, the beginning of manlet height.
She was talking to me.
I know, yeah. Why don't we
And the shorter they go, the worse it gets. Well, listen to him start to get frustrated here.
She was talking to me.
I know, yeah. Why don't we go talk in that spot you said?
She was. The crazy thing about this video too, I'm so cautious around the topic of Robert Robinson. I legitimately believed for a bit while I was watching this that this was a parody that he had set up. Okay? Like, he hits every benchmark, every post for the generic, why don't you have a seat over here? I just got caught guy. I mean, every line. Oh, I just wanted to teach her right from wrong. She told me she was a different age. Why do I have lube and condoms on me? Those are for a different thing, sir. I promise.
You want to meet her, okay?
I was on my way to vote. That's why. Now, the craziest part of this is the only thing that led me to believe this was real by the end of it was the cops do show up at the end of this video. Spoiler alert. You want to see that, join the Pizza Fund, watch it with us. But this entire event happens while they're literally setting up a pride parade. Nah, we're still on YouTube, so I can't tell you why I love that. But you know why I love that. You in your head, the prejudices you have inside your head, you, the bigot, watching this right now, you have an idea of what you think I'm thinking. I'm not thinking what you think I'm thinking, though. I'm actually thinking about something good and different about gay people and their gay sex in the street. Now, this all ends in a bit of a twist, by the way. What happens to Robert at the end of this video? You'll see. Well, you're going to find out. PodAwful.pizza. But it is a bit of a twist, and Robert does something. He pulls a move that I've never seen any other Predator do, okay? Brand new Predator tricknology is revealed in this one. So we'll be right back. Join the Pizza Fund, PodAwful.pizza. This is World War.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza.
Pizza.
PodAwful.pizza.
P-I-C-C-A
goes home.
All right, and we're back.